Okay.
over there.
Before we go outside?
So, and then we'll go outside.
Okay. Let's rock and roll.
So we can say, I went around it.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, you're going right on by.
Okay. Yes, I can.
Absolutely, you can, Grandma.
Yes, I can.
Jim wants to grab. Where you want me to grab?
Just so you're close by.
Oh, I will always be close by. You're doing great. You want me to stop? You can just come and push me out of the way. He wants to cream. Absolutely.
Before we go outside.
Absolutely. Here. You can turn right around. Just pop on down. Oh, don't pop. I'll bring it to you. Just back on up. Good job, Grandma.
Thank you. We went around, didn't we, huh? You didn't find my glasses in the red case. They should be over there someplace. No.
Those are your regular glasses.
And
Oh,
I don't know where they went.
here they are. Yep, I've got them.
Okay.
Here, I'm going to put this on you ahead of time. Your grandson's big hat.
You see, I get pains in here, in my tummy.
Need a little bit of water, maybe?
That might help.
Okay.
Here's my glasses over there.
Oh, you finished your root beer, Grandma.
Yes, I did.
You want more root beer or you want some water?
Yeah, root beer. Might as well drink it.
Yeah. Can't let it go to waste.
No, that's for sure. I drink the whole thing. Thank you. Does he have water? Lucas have water?
Well, I'll get him some water too. There you go, Lucas.
I'll take that outside with me.
Okay. You want me to put some ice cubes in it? Ice cubes? Okay. Not a problem, Grandma. Ready whenever you are.
He gets thirsty and 9 times out of 10, he doesn't have any water.
Drinks the whole thing.
No.
Whenever you're ready, Grandma. You want to do this kind of straighten out like this? A little easier? One, two, three, oh. You got it. Good job. Good job. Okay. Sometimes you gotta tell me to let it go so I can have it move. I'm holding it down so hard. Lucas, move. Get out of the way. Nice and slow. Right here behind you, Grandma. It's nice out, huh?
Well, a little chilly.
Oh, we'll get your blanket for you.
Okay.
How you doing, Grandma?
Okay.
All right. Muy bien. Okay.
Can't imagine what happened to my dark glasses. I had them.
No, I have them right here for you.
Oh.
Yeah, I found them.
Oh.
There you go.
That's better.
Awesome. You having a good day today?
Yes, I am.
You doing all right?
Yes.
Hanging in there? How was Jeopardy?
Well, it said Jeopardy not until 6 o'clock or something like that.
Oh.
And I thought it was on next. But they had me wrong.
No, that's okay. Oh, there's always time for Jeopardy.
Oh, that's okay. Because in the hospital, I didn't watch it at all. So it doesn't make any difference.
What if...
It's not a necessity, no.
Oh, it's not. But if they're playing reruns with Alex Trebek, it'd be nice to see.
Yes. And no one could be like him.
No. Speaking of that, I gotta go get you your, you want your soda still?
Oh, yes, still in there.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Okay. You can just set it down there and drink some in a bit.
Absolutely. Yeah. Did you get to sleep in today?
Yes, that's why I'm in my pajamas. Today's my day off.
That's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to have a day off.
Yes,
Well, thank you for getting up and walking a little bit.
yes. I want them to be proud of me that I can do it. I can do it. Sometimes I have to push myself, but that's okay.
Well, we're here to support you, Grandma, that's all.
I know you're there. As long as
'Cause-
somebody is by me,
Mm-hmm.
so that if I should start to fall, you could catch me.
Absolutely. But we're all very proud of you. And we're all here to
Thank you.
support you. Because we know you can do it too.
I know. I know I can, but sometimes I just can't make it.
Sometimes
And if I want to sit down, please let me sit down.
Oh,
Because
you get tired.
I know it's not so tired, but my back always gives out.
See, these are important things to know. So I didn't know your back was giving out.
Oh, yes, it always has. That's why I like my pillow behind my back,
Give a little lumbar support.
I guess.
Look at that, you're
Or
making me sit
maybe
up
it's
now.
down a little bit lower. It's way down here. See where my hand is? Right there.
Oh, yep, that's the lumbar.
Is it?
It is.
And then I start to shake. And I try to hold myself so I don't shake, but I can't stop it. See, it just goes.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll take you to a chiropractor.
No,
I'm joking.
no. I don't want any more doctors.
No, these guys they're doctors, but different types.
I know.
I go see mine maybe once a month. I think I'm in that office for
Where?
maybe 15 minutes.
Where?
Here in Santa Maria. Across the street from the hospital.
Oh,
Yep, I go in there, and they warm me up real quick, and then doctor comes in, cracks me in the line, and away I go.
yeah, and then that cost you $200.
Nope, cost me about 20.
Oh, really?
Yep. No, sometimes 25. Depends on how insurance is feeling that day, I guess.
You know how much my doctor bill was? $1,600.
For yesterday?
No, when I was in the hospital.
Ooh.
Donna told me it was 16. She sent in 100. That's what she decided we'll do is send in 100 every month.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they see that you're paying it, I think it's okay.
You're pretty upstanding, Grandma. So if I was 99, I'd tell them to go kiss a duck. I'd say, I ain't paying that bill. I'm 99. You pay it.
No, I can't do that. I have to pay it. There's no two ways about it. And as long as I can pay 100 until they tell me that's enough, well then maybe I'll change my way. But right now, $100 a month.
Well,
As far as I'm concerned,
absolutely.
can do it because
You and I just have different outlooks of the medical system these days. That is all.
and that's when I go to Diane too. But this last time, both Donna and your dad were there, and I think I was in there an hour, talking with her, and they had questions, and so, but I don't know if she's going to charge me for an hour. For an hour is $250.
Wow.
Or more.
Probably more.
But her, I usually try to pay right away.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like I always have a bill from her every month. course, it goes under Dr. Dawes.
Mm-hmm. Have you,
When you were young, when a plane goes by, did you yell, "Give me a ride"?
heck yeah.
Did you?
No, I used to say, the plane, the plane.
Oh, no. We used to yell, "Give me a ride." Of course, they couldn't hear us,
Yeah.
but we didn't know that at the time because we were so young.
Mm-hmm. Are they going to be playing poker next week?
I certainly hope so.
Yeah, because you haven't been to
Yeah.
Casa del Rio yet. You haven't been back lately, have you?
No,
Not
because they
since the
quit this week.
Oh,
Because there are 3 guys that were going to be gone.
I hope you get to play next week.
Me too. As far as I know, it'll be next week. In fact, I thought it was going to be this week. I was already had my money out. And then when I called Tita, she says it's been canceled. You know, nothing I can do about it
Oh.
because we don't like to play, or none of us like to play just with 4.
Mm-hmm.
So, at least it's not my fault now.
Right?
I gotta have a little root beer,
Absolutely.
please.
Absolutely. And when that's empty, you let me know. I'll go get you some water. I wonder where Lucas went. Looks like you almost got it finished off. I got you.
I'll save a little bit.
Oh, no, you got plenty. You got plenty to go. Yeah, you haven't seen your house in a minute.
Hmm?
I was thinking about that yesterday.
What?
Thought Grandma hasn't been to see her house in about 2 weeks.
No.
Not since
Donna
being
and I
injured.
went there after seeing Diane. We went there.
Oh, you went there yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And she picked up a few things. Yeah, I got it, I think when I retired. It's an egg that the kids made out of ceramic.
Mm-hmm.
And I put, when I have any change after playing poker, that's where I put my change.
Oh, you got a change jar?
Uh-huh. And that's over by the dino. There's a little table there, and it's right under the first tray.
Mm-hmm.
I know the first time Donna opened it, she said, "Oh, here's some money." I said, "Well, that's my poker change."
Always good to have spare change for poker. Oop.
Yeah. Is that a fly?
Fly came and hit me in the face.
Oh my gosh. Get away.
It just
Come
came in and
back
went poof, right into my head. That's okay.
Go away.
least
Come
it-
back another
At
day.
least it didn't go in my ear.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's the worst.
It's nice out here.
It is. It feels like the breeze stopped. Trees aren't moving.
I don't see any trees blowing.
No, it's pretty still right now.
Mhm.
Just a couple birds chirping. And there's that car over there. That's about it. It's very quiet. Very peaceful.
That's where, when I would sit in my carport, it'd be nice and quiet. I lived in a quiet neighborhood, except for that one guy across the street.
Yeah, who would just yell.
He'd even sit in the middle of the street and yell. I never know what he's saying. I couldn't understand him. But he sure would make a ruckus. And they know that in the office. But see, they can't do anything about it because he's living with his mom.
Mm-hmm. Well, anytime he's ever seen me, he's always been polite.
Mm.
He always asks me for a cigarette. Every time.
And he does smoke.
Which is fine, he's allowed to.
Yeah.
But I always tell him, sorry man, I don't smoke. Don't have any cigarettes.
That's good. Because I'd watch him when I'd be in my bedroom. He'd come out, sit down on the steps. He'd get up and then he'd go up the steps and down the other side.
Mm-hmm.
He always did that. And then he'd sit in a chair by the street. He wouldn't sit there 2 seconds and he was up again. See, I was told by Candace, the one that lives next door to him with the blue, that he was working in the yard someplace, wherever, I don't know, and 3 men jumped him and did a lot of naughty things to him, and that's why he's that way.
Oh, like they hit him in the head or something, or?
I'm not sure, but I would think so. And that's why his head is not right.
Mm-hmm.
And see, his mom can't do much to him because I had also heard that he tried to beat her up. He didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
It's a sad situation, but they tried to get rid of him, but they can't. But then he goes for a while, maybe 2-3 days. I don't see him. I don't know where he goes, what he does. But then he's back again with his shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
And he's always been nice to me. You know, like if I've been outside. And one time I was talking with a lady. I was taking my garbage, and he came outside. He says, I'll take that for you. And I said, no, thanks, that's okay. I have to walk. And he said, no, I'll take it. So he took my garbage, and the lady and I kept talking. I can't remember what her name is. And so when he went around the corner to the trash, I didn't see him. I said, I hope he comes back with my wagon. And when he came around the corner, I said, oh, there he was. Because I didn't know what he was going to do, you know, the way his mind works.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least he was just trying to be helpful.
I know. And I'm not, see, his mother, when he left, another man came and lived with his mother. And then they went to Las Vegas and got married.
Really?
See, I don't have to go very far and I hear all this stuff.
Well, your park is a bunch of
It's gossipers.
old people that just want to stick their nose in everybody else's business because they ain't got much going on.
That's right.
Which is okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
As long as
everybody
I don't,
there's retired. There's not much else
Yeah.
going on.
and as long as I don't get too involved.
Absolutely. You want to hear about the gossip, not be part of it.
Yes.
Although you were part of it when you went into the hospital.
Oh, yeah, because when Donna was going to take me to the hospital, I said, now don't tell anyone. I don't want anyone to know where I am going. But I said, tell Grace next door so they would know.
Mhm.
And that's the first thing Grace did. Grace talked to someone, and that someone talked to someone else.
And then the
And
game of
first you
telephone
knew
was
it,
played.
everybody knew it.
Oh.
And then when I was in the hospital, and Grace and her husband came to see me, she says, I know I did what you didn't want me to do, but I did. I wanted everybody to know where you were. And all I could say, well, okay, because it was already done.
Well, just because people know where you are doesn't mean they're all going to come visit you. It just means they're going to sit and talk.
About me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was a topic of conversation. But it happened, so nothing I could do about it.
Exactly.
I wish the sun would hurry, turn around because I'm in the shade.
Well, we got to turn you around so you're in the sun.
Okay, you want to do that?
Well, you want to sit right there?
I don't want it in my face. I want it in my body. You know, I want everything to have the sun on here
Mm-hmm.
in the front.
Just not your face.
So maybe if we turn sideways.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay, shall we try it?
Well, how about this? How about we get you to stand up and we just move you to this seat over here? Because this seat, I'm a little bit in the sun.
Well, just turn my chair around. That'd be much easier for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Which way you want me to turn? You want me to turn you this way to left or turn that way to the right?
Turn left because that's where the sun is.
Okay. So, I'm going to pick up the blanket.
No, just leave it on. Push the whole chair.
Oh, like you don't want to stand up.
You're right.
Got it, Grandma. Just making sure. Okay.
Because I think you can pull me.
Oh, I'm sure I can. We're going to go nice and careful now. Don't want to rock you too hard. How's that?
See, I got mostly this one.
A little better?
Yes.
More?
It's okay for now. And I'll finish drinking my root beer. And I'll be okay.
And I'll be good to go.
Are you too warm?
No, not at all. All is good. Something like that. There you go.
Thank you.
Nope, you still have some left over, so we
Mhm.
won't get you water just yet.
Thank you, Aaron.
You're very welcome.
You look thinner.
I look thinner.
You think you got fatter?
I know so.
Oh, really?
I weigh about 220 pounds on average right now.
Really?
Yeah. I get on the scale almost every morning. I'm about, on average, 220 pounds.
Oh, that is quite a bit.
Yep. As I tell Andrea all the time, I push my stomach out, and it's just for laughs. But no, I did a stationary bicycle exercise yesterday for about 30 minutes. Normally, I'll go on a run, usually Wednesdays. Yesterday, those are my run days. So I'll try and do about 5 miles, 4.5 to 5.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
At least you're trying.
Absolutely. Just I gotta fit in workouts when I can. I've got weights at home and other things to do to make sure I'm doing my exercises. So
Yeah, that's great.
yeah. You know, me and some friends are training for an event
Oh,
where we're gonna do a 10-mile obstacle course.
down in Palm Springs.
No, it's down in San Bernardino.
Oh,
We do it every year.
oh,
And
your dad?
no. This is with me and a couple friends. Me and Mark,
Oh,
and then my friend Ricky down in Ventura. We get together every year and
oh,
we do this event. And this year I got my cousin Ralph to join us.
oh, nice.
Should be fun. It's in April,
Oh,
so we're all training for it right now.
yeah, you almost have to.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just go in there blank.
No, not at all.
You wouldn't be able to go 5 miles. You'd be all pooped out.
Pretty much.
Mm.
The very first year we did it, we did 6 miles. And then we finished it, and we looked at each other like, huh, that was easier than we thought. And so the next year, we're doing the 10-mile one. And now we're like, oh, this 10-mile one's tough. Like, we need to train. And we did it last year, and it was pretty tough. We had a lot of fun, though.
Oh, good. That's the main thing.
Yep.
As long as you're having a good time.
Gotta make sure we're having a good time, and make sure that we're,
Doing the right thing and
mm-hmm.
you know, not over exercising so that
Yeah.
you'd collapse.
Correct. Well, what's fun is, you know, I like to make it a whole weekend thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll meet up at the cabin in the mountains. I'll cook for everybody. We'll do a big meal the day before. That's, you know, salads, chicken, healthy food, and then I have, like, you know, bread and lasagna off to the side and all the good stuff. And then the next morning will come and we'll have, like, breakfast burritos and coffee, a bunch of food, and then we'll go through the 10 miles. And then when we come back to the house, or when we come back to the cabin, I like to cook steaks for everybody. Because if you're going to do 10 miles and go through this, because the whole thing takes about 6 hours. It takes quite a bit. So I'm going to tell everyone, hey, if we all go the 10 miles and we make it through together, when we get back to the place, cooking steaks for everybody. So we have steaks and vegetables and all kinds of good food so we can recover. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, good.
It's a good time.
That's nice.
So.
You know, it's always nice to have friends,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what.
Absolutely. And I always pay for their ticket every year too. Don't even matter to me. Well, I usually get like discount codes and coupons. And so like this year, I got all of our entries for 50% off.
Wow.
So essentially it was buy one get one free. I thought, hey, 2 for the price of 1, I'll take that.
Sure.
So I paid for 4 of us to go.
Yeah,
So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited.
sure. In May, you said?
In April.
Oh, that was close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then there's the Tour de Palm Springs, and that's in February.
Mm.
That's the one that my dad's going to do. He wants me to do that one with him. I don't know if I can go 50 miles on a bike. That's pretty far.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's from Santa Maria. Past Santa Barbara, isn't it?
No, this is the one that's happening in Palm Springs.
Oh,
I'm not sure what the route is, but
you should go check it out and see if you could make it.
ah,
Just a trial run.
absolutely. Excuse me.
Your dad and Donna are coming home at the same time.
I believe so. They'll be home probably 6 o'clock.
I thought they closed up at 5.
Well, Dawn is at the office. My dad is golfing right now.
Oh, okay. Now I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Is today Thursday then?
Today is Thursday. That is correct.
'Cause there's a rule. I don't know what the date is. I don't know what day it is. I just have to kind of guess. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any difference because I'm going to stay here.
Pretty
And be
much.
here all the rest of my life, I guess.
It's all right with me, Grandma. Hey, look around you. It's a pretty nice place to be.
Yes, I love it here.
Mm-hmm.
I,
It's
you
very.
know, when Barbara was alive, we'd come up here, say that Donna had to do something, and I'd come up or we would come up and watch the dog.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd sit over there, and she'd say too, "Oh, I love this place." I said, "I do too, Barbara." I don't know why Barbara left.
She just got a little scared. That was all. Well, we didn't want her to leave.
No, I know when my neighbor called me and told me there's an ambulance over at Barbara's, I said, "What?" And she says, "Now they have her in the gurney." Dog barking. In the gurney, and she's turned left. Oh, they're now they're going with her, I guess, to the hospital. And her daughter, Patricia, didn't want Donna and I to go see her.
Should have gone.
Then she called Donna and said, "It's okay if you and Evalyn go to see her." She didn't want everybody to know that, pile in and see her just laying there doing nothing. And then when we went, her foot moved. And I said, "Donna, did you see that? There's life in her." And I knelt by her bed.
How did you guys meet? How did you meet Barbara?
She was one of the first ones I met.
At Casa del Rio.
Yes. I was outside, and my neighbor next door came outside to meet me. And then Barbara came outside, and he yelled, "Barbara, come over, meet our new neighbor." And we hit it off right off the bat. We start talking, and then she says, "You want to go to bingo?" I said, "Okay," but I didn't like their bingo because they chit-chat too much instead of playing bingo. But,
Yeah, you're there to win.
yeah, I'm there to play bingo, not to listen to all that chit-chat.
All that gossip.
And so she and I just clicked it off really well.
Mm-hmm. Then she went everywhere with us.
Yeah.
I remember driving you guys home and...
I was not drunk. I could have driven.
Nope. You guys were not drunk, but you'd been partying.
Yes.
And if you're, like, when you're partying that hard, Grandma, then we don't want you to stop partying, and that's why they had me drive you home.
I know.
So you could just keep on partying.
Yeah. She and I had lots of good times
Yeah.
together.
The gruesome twosome. The Terror Twins.
Yeah. That's why I couldn't stand for her to be gone.
It was hard on all of us, Grandma.
I know.
She was a part of the family too.
I know.
And she was very, very funny.
Yeah.
Little
Very
old
comical.
Barbara from Pawtucket, New Rhode Island.
Everybody loved Barbara.
She was
She would never
quite
See-
a handful.
stay. She wouldn't. They always had refreshments and a break. But she'd always go back and play the puzzle. She did. But then somebody would always make a big dish for her to take home.
So everyone made sure she was going to eat too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Gotta eat.
Well, I have today. I ate all my toast and coffee.
Good. Actually, I just realized I haven't taken your picture yet today.
Hi.
That was it. Just a photo, real quick. Every day when we're out here talking, I take a photo. That was my third photo I've taken so far.
Really?
Really, really.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All
Well,
you're
and
going to have is a picture of your grandma.
No, I'm gonna have a lot more than that. It's that little camera right there. It keeps recording us too. So, I set it up when we were inside, and it watched you walk around in the circle. And it
Oh.
watched you sit down for a little bit and drink. Yeah, I've had that thing going for a good minute now.
Oh my goodness.
It's actually been going for about 30 minutes.
Honey, you see what I look like. You don't have to have it on a
It
camera.
ain't about me, Grandma. Because there's other people who want to see you who can't. So all this video is gonna get uploaded to the internet, so that one day when I'm ready, I can put it on there and I can send it to our family in Minnesota.
Oh. Yeah, because
Because
they're always interested in
mm-hmm.
what, well, they know what I look like, but they want to know how I am doing.
They want to hear your voice. They want to know that you're up and moving and that you're doing well. So this is not just for me. It's for the whole family. That's why I keep recording you and documenting our little conversations, because everyone wants to know. You know, that's why I asked you, hey, tell us some people that are watching and, you know, the family, a little bit about your life and a little bit about growing up in Duluth and what it was like living in Calexico and what your life was like when you moved to Santa Maria, which has been an awesome part, because
Yes,
you've got an army of people here in Santa Maria that just absolutely love you. I mean,
that's so nice to know.
you saw
And
how many
I'm not
people
going
visited
to
you,
cry
Grandma.
because you said that.
Don't cry, Grandma. And if you do, you can, because they're tears of joy. And tears of joy are always welcome.
I know.
People love you, Grandma.
Thank
You're quite a rock star.
A rock star.
Heck, I mean, even that little facility you were in, man,
Oh.
half of Santa Maria came to visit you, and the whole staff knew it. They knew everyone was there to visit you.
Yeah. I was God has blessed me. I have been so lucky. I have wonderful friends, wonderful family,
And you keep winning at
wonderful
bingo.
pastor.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope we can go to church this Sunday.
I think you'll be able to.
I don't know why not.
We just got to make sure you can get up and walk a little bit. That's all. Because if you're going to want to walk into church, we got to get you to practice. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I can walk into church
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
with my walker.
Oh, absolutely. With your walker, it's the best way.
And the first one, after Pastor Eric has been greeting us, he comes over to me. So good to see you, Evalyn. I said, it's good to be here. He's such a fine pastor. I've often said, if I was about 50 years younger.
You'd go flirt with him?
Sure. I even flirt with him now. I think I'm the only one that started to hug him when he'd be outside greeting people.
Mm-hmm.
I always say, I need a hug. And he'd always hug me.
Absolutely.
Really nice guy, but his wife is very sick.
I didn't know that.
I'm not exactly sure what she has, but she doesn't come to church too often. And of course, he has a son. I've seen his son when he first moved there, his parents and his son came to hear him. And I haven't seen him since. I think he lives with Eric's parents. I'm not sure. Maybe he lives with another. I don't know. But I'm not one for asking a lot of questions. Felt like something was in my eye, but I guess it went out.
Oh, good.
Okay, I'll finish the root beer now.
All right.
I'm keeping you busy.
That's all right, Grandma. I don't mind. I knew you were a handful when I signed up for the job.
There's a lady that lived in the park that moved up here to live by her daughter because she had a very good friend that they used to go out and line dance and dance no matter what. And he passed away. And that was hard on her. And so her daughter says, well, I'm not sure if they built a little place on their land for her or what, but so she's up here, and both of them, she and her daughter, still go down to Santa Maria to line dance.
Where do they have line dancing in Santa Maria? Where do they do line dancing in Santa Maria?
It's a big hall.
At the Elks?
Yeah, no. At our park.
Oh, did not know
The
that.
big hall that they have where we play poker.
Yeah. I didn't realize they do line dancing in there. Sounds like a good time.
I have line dance for years, and then when we line danced on Tuesday, we were having our break, and something said, it's time to quit. So I told the girls, this is my last time I'm going to be here. No one knew until then. And of course, are you unhappy about something? Did someone hurt your feeling? You know, and I said, no. Something just came to me and told me, it's time to quit. He said, oh, we're going to miss you. Because I had line danced for so long,
Yeah.
I knew all the dances. In fact, they wanted me to be the teacher, and I said, No way.
You're like, nah, you've always had a pretty full schedule.
But I was president of our association. No, secretary of our association 2 years.
Yeah, you stayed plenty busy.
I always have. I don't know if you read that article about me that lady wrote up about my whole life.
Mm-mm,
No?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, Tom, when they were here, we were talking about it, and this lady had called me and asked me if she could write up about me. And I said, oh gosh, I don't think so. Let me think about it. So about months later, I called her and I said, you still want to write about me? She said, oh yes. So she came over to my house, and then those pictures that were on the wall of me when I was little and when I got older, she took pictures of that, and she took pictures, she wrote about my whole life, how I grew up in Duluth, Minnesota, and then moved
Was
to
this
California.
For the Santa Maria Times? Was this for the newspaper?
No, for our magazine.
Oh, for the park.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And so Donna, when she went there to the park the last time, she
Keep talking. I'm listening.
brought it up here so that she could show it to Tom, because Tom said he'd like to read it. So I don't know where she put it though. But I think you should read it, and that would tell you all about your grandma.
Well, I know all about my grandma. I mean, it's more of a...
It's a history of me.
It's a good history. Andrea just said that she's on her way.
Who?
Andrea?
Oh, good.
She'll be here shortly. She misses you too.
Oh, I miss when she doesn't come. You know, she's very helpful.
She is very helpful, yes. Absolutely she is. And she misses you too. So but she's been at work late, they're off of winter break now, so she's back at work.
Oh.
So all the times when she was visiting you in the facility, that was when she was on winter break. So she could
Come and see me.
yeah, so she could come and see you throughout the day and bring you lunch and all that fun stuff. But lately she's been getting home at 5:30, 6 o'clock. She's been working.
What does that sound like?
Sounds like a bong. Sounds like you're smoking weed,
Oh,
Grandma.
it sounds like I'm finished.
Oh, yes, depending on the generation you are. The sound sounds different. All in good fun. All in good fun.
Are you cold?
Yep. All's good.
Okay. We'll stay here until she comes. And if for her, we can always go back in the house.
Oh, well, Andrea's like you. She's always cold. Let's see where she is. Oh yeah, I know. Quiet over there. Go get him, Lucas. You pretty boy.
Hi.
Hey, beautiful.
Hi, beautiful.
Hello. What are you two doing?
We are sitting outside
In the sun.
in the sun, just chopping it up in front of a GoPro. You're on speaker in front of said GoPro as well.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to come by if you're okay with that.
Absolutely.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I want to see you.
I'm gonna come see you right now.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We'll
I'll
see
be
you.
there in like 15 minutes or less.
You got it, beautiful.
Okay. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Okay, should be in here about 15 minutes
Yeah. Or less.
or less.
Lucas.
Oh, no, that's not Lucas barking. That's the dog. That's the neighbor's dog barking. Lucas doesn't bark much unless he wants a treat.
Yeah.
He doesn't bark at other dogs. He just is really bossy when it comes to humans.
Yeah. When you were outside, he was at the door just barking and barking. And I said, Lucas, I can't get up to let you out. So I called Aaron. But I don't know what you were doing. But
Oh, I was on a
anyway.
phone call at the moment. Sorry about that, Grandma. Well, also, normally I leave the door open, but I don't want it to get cold inside, so I keep the door closed. Because if it's cold out here, I don't want you to get cold inside.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I'll just leave it inside.
Thank you for thinking about that.
Of course. I mean, it's January. Granted, it's January in California, and it's nice out right now. But
Yes.
not like Duluth right now, where
Oh.
it's woof. Who child is cold? Actually, let's.
Rick called your dad
Mm-hmm.
yesterday, the
They-
day before.
They tell you how cold it was over there?
Yeah, they were having snow. First, they didn't have any snow.
They didn't have any snow? I'm gonna go get Lucas right
And
now.
then it started just, oh my goodness.
Give me a moment.
Be a good boy.
Yeah, see, go sit next to Grandma. Be a good boy.
What were you barking at? Huh?
Barking at the neighbor's dog. He's all mad about something. Huh? You're mad about something, bud. What's going on with you?
I want to be the boss.
Yeah, you are not the boss, Lucas. He is bossy. He is not the boss.
He's spoiled too.
You alright there, Chieftain? Clean up your little eye boogers, bro. Gotta get the mud crusties out of there.
Sleepy eye.
I know. Oh, hello. Hello, bud. Hellos. How you doing?
Oh, he loves that.
You know, you have to give him a nice little ear massage. Oh, good boy. Oh, the pretty boy. But just watch, when Andrea gets here, he's gonna go nuts. He loves Andrea.
He loves your sister too.
Oh,
Man.
Emily is his favoriteest person. Ain't that right? Emily is your favoriteest person.
Well, I think she carried him all the way from Fresno.
From Exeter. Carried him all the way home.
Mm-hmm. And that's why.
Yeah.
He knows that.
Puppies.
Oh, look at, he's so content.
Yeah. All it takes is a full body massage.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, it just takes a. You're schmutzing me up over here.
I always say to him, okay, that's enough. And he has to get
God,
down.
You shed uncontrollably, puppy. Hair all over me now.
Oh yeah, black catches.
Oh yeah, look.
All the dust. All the
All the hair all over me. Thank you, Lucas. I'm glad we got that on camera too.
Oh,
Big old dog head.
Good. Good dog.
He is a good dog.
Compared to that other one that they had.
Oh, he was just a different type of dog.
I know when Donna called me, and I could tell by her voice something was wrong. I said, Donna, what's wrong? We had to put Rusty down. And of course, we both cried.
Yeah, it was a tough day.
Yeah, I can remember when your dad was taking piano lessons. I was taking the dog to the vet to be put down, and he was in the back seat. And when I got to where your dad was going to get out for his piano lesson, he reached back there and he says, "Bye, baby." That was so sad. I probably told you this before.
I don't think so.
Oh, really?
And if you
And-
have, Grandma, I'll hear it again.
And when I got home, everybody was in the living room. And they said, "What'd they do to him?" I ran into the bedroom, threw myself on the bed, and cried like a baby. And Greg wanted to go see me, and your dad said, "No, let her be for a while. Let her have her cry out."
Oh, Grandpa said that? No, it's okay to cry. Sometimes you gotta get it out. At least he knew.
Yeah.
What you doing, Lucas? Schmutzing up everything.
You gotta sniff at everything. You gotta find out what's
Yeah.
what.
Camera just got a big old lens of Lucas' face. It's alright. Lucas, come here.
Good boy.
Oh boy. Says okay. Now I'm in the spot.
Good boy. You got a runny nose. It's all wet.
The current temperature in Duluth, Minnesota right now is
29.
30 degrees. That's a
See?
really good guess, Grandma. You were the closest to the right price without going over. That means you just won the Showcase Showdown on the Price is Right.
I won a new car, huh?
Well, we could only hope. I think they'd put you on the Price is Right. At 99, Drew Carey would call you up.
I'm not too sure about him.
Drew Carey?
Yeah.
Oh, I like
I'm-
Drew Carey. I like him a lot.
You like him?
I was a fan of Drew Carey way before he got onto the Price is Right.
Oh, really?
Oh, when he was
I
a
had never ever heard of him.
Oh, he was a stand-up comedian, and he had his own show called The Drew Carey Show, and he was the host of the show called Whose Line Is It Anyway? That was very funny. Yeah. He's a very, very funny guy. He's a former Marine. He was in the Marine Corps. I have his book.
Oh, do you?
Yep. His book is called Dirty Jokes and Beer.
Oh,
It's very funny.
it must be.
It's very funny. But yeah, it's looking pretty cold. And I said it's about midnight. It's gonna be. Looks like it's only gonna be as low as 15 degrees at the moment.
Oh.
It's gonna get as low as 15.
That's pretty darn cold.
I'm glad it doesn't get that cold here. That's all I can say. That is chilly.
Cold.
And we get to sit here in t-shirts.
Yeah.
At least me. You're in your pajamas, but if I could be in my pajamas all day, I would too.
I did that when I was in Santa Maria. I did that quite often. Why should I get dressed if I wasn't going anyplace?
Yeah, if you're gonna stay home, just
Yeah.
hang out, relax, be
And
comfy.
some of my neighbors would come,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd say, I'm in my pajamas, and they'd say, well, I do that too, stay in my pajamas all day.
Mm-hmm. There's
They
sometimes.
didn't care. They knew what I looked like without any teeth.
Yeah. Probably look the same as them when they don't have their teeth in.
Well, I know Betty that lived down the next block from me as you're going toward the clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
I could go, if I was going to the garbage, I usually stopped there
Mm-hmm.
to see her. And she'd be like this too, you know.
Yeah, you're comfortable, you're warm.
Yeah, I'm in my pajamas, and I said, so what? You know, that was okay with me. Okay, like I say, when you get to be 99, you can do any darn thing you want.
Absolutely.
And I do,
Mm-hmm.
Aaron.
As you should. Absolutely. Isn't that right, Lucas? That's right.
Yes, brother.
Puppies.
See, not a leaf is blowing, but
Nope.
yet it feels chilly.
There's been no air movement at all.
But still, it's chill. I'm chilly.
Would you like to go back inside?
No, I'm gonna wait for Andrew.
Okay. She should be here pretty close. Actually, I'll send her the code for the gate.
Maybe there's a lot of traffic.
I hope not.
Yeah.
There usually is. Oh, yeah. Mhm. Good old Wall Street Journal. Sending me a whole bunch of like doomsday articles and fun stuff like that.
Oh,
Not stuff I want to read, but
yeah. That's the same like I don't care about what's going on in the world over in Europe and that.
mhm.
Only if it has anything to do with Santa Maria and around here.
Mm-hmm. No, I read about stuff that goes on around the world. I try not to let it consume me too much, but I read a lot of Wall Street Journal, listen to my podcasts, and but mainly as far as whatever's going on around the world, like as long as there's cars racing, I'll go watch that. Just tell me which car wins. I just want to make sure it's my guy that wins.
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You know, I've been to those races one time. There was there was 3 of us from the park that went, and a man came and sat down next to me, and he says, that guy right there, I don't know which one, but
He's pointed to the car.
yeah. He says, that one's going to win. I said, no, it's not. And I pointed to a different one. And I said, I'll bet you $1.
The gentleman's bet.
See? And he said, okay. And of course he won. And I gave him the $1.
Of course.
But he gave it back to me. He says, here, go buy some cookies for your friends.
Oh, that's very kind.
Uh-huh.
At
To
least-
this day, I don't know who he was, don't know his name or anything about him.
All that matters is that you guys were at the races and you had fun.
Yes,
That's all that matters.
but I like the the dog races.
Yes, you do. I've been to the dog races before with you.
Over in Yuma.
Mm-hmm. I remember you giving your betting card to me and Emily so that we could fill it out for you. Then you'd go pay for the ticket.
Yeah.
And we won a couple times.
Yes, you did. Uh-huh.
And I didn't know what I was doing. I was just reading stats. You guys just gave me the program, and I'm 14 thinking, well, I could read off timesheets and figure that out. And yeah, we got a couple bucks.
Yeah.
It was a good time. I remember that.
Yeah, I can remember your dad too.
Take your grandkids to the dog races so they can gamble for you.
Yeah, not only that, but he was winning. Your dad was winning more than I was. He'd tell me which one he wanted, and I go bet it for him. I always put it on show.
Mm-hmm.
Not often did I put win because I knew that if I put show,
Mm-hmm.
that more than likely I might get a couple bucks.
Yep. A couple bucks here and there goes a long way.
Yeah.
Just gotta check my battery real quick.
Save what you have left.
Oh, what, of the battery?
Yeah.
I've got 2 more full batteries inside.
Oh,
Yeah, so when that one dies, let's pull it out, put in a new one, hit go.
oh,
It's important to document this stuff, Grandma.
sure. I know that's what I do when in the evening when I don't feel like watching television or read. I get up myself and start looking.
What do you look at? You play any games? Oh, excuse you. Salud.
I would go back and see when all those balloons were there and when everyone was there, and
Oh, for
a
your
lot of pictures.
for your big birthday bashes.
Yes.
Well, we've got another one coming up.
I don't want to hear that.
Okay. It's all good.
I presume so, because even those at the hospital, they want to come to my 100th birthday.
The entire city wants to come to your 100th birthday. Nothing wrong with that, Grandma. They just want to celebrate you like your family does.
I know.
Oh. Testing, testing. Check 1, 2.
What's the code?
I just texted you, oddly enough, at 1962.
That's right. Got it.
Oh. Lucas is going to go greet you.
Okay.
Right. Okay, baby.
I'm gonna come see my puppy and my grandma. How's that?
Absolutely.
Not your BF though, huh?
Yeah, not your BF though. Just your puppy and your grandma.
Yep.
You leave me for the birds.
Yeah.
I don't see any birds around here.
Oh, they'll come. Okay, baby. We'll see you in a sec.
Okay, bye.
She's pretty close.
Oh no, she's in the driveway.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. She called because she goes, "Hey, what's the code to the gate?"
Oh. I didn't hear that.
It's all good.
As long as you did.
Mm-hmm. Well, I sent her a message saying, "Hey, here's the gate code," and I sent it to her right as she was showing up. So she didn't get the message in time. That's why she called.
Oh,
But that's okay.
My nose is cold.
No, it's about time to start heading in. But
No, wait till she gets here.
oh, we will.
Okay.
We will. Plus, we still got plenty of time. I mean, it's only 4:30. Yeah, it's only 4:40.
Oh,
So we got another like hour and 20 minutes or so.
well, that's not bad.
No, no. See, even Andrea says it's chilly.
I hear her.
Yes. You big vacuum clogger?
I think we got enough for today. I'll let that go.
Well, I haven't seen her yet.
Well, no.
He keeps saying, let's go in. I said, I want to
No.
see Andrea.
In this
And he
case,
said, well, have
No.
you had enough? 5
You're
times.
styling with that hat and your sunglasses on.
hey, beautiful. Lucas looking at me.
Hi, Lucas. So you move that big butt so I can say hi. He's got static clean. Hi.
Hi, beautiful.
Hello there. Mwah. How are you doing? Are you warm enough?
No, we're going to be going in pretty soon.
Good, good.
We were waiting.
Because we've been out here about an hour, right?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
It's getting a little
I
chilly.
walked around and came out, walked out here. And I ate everything that Donna had on the plate for me for lunch. And
There you go.
oh,
Are you feeling any better?
I feel good, but it's just that my back gives out so often.
Yeah, I get sore and.
Yeah, it hurts.
You gotta do some like hollow body crunches.
Need to find you a masseuse.
So I told her, hey, we'll take you to Bo. You get you cracked up.
Oh no, that'd be too much. Just,
I know.
just a little masseuse.
Are you ready to go in, huh?
We're gonna put
Lucas?
Grandma in a bathing suit, and we're gonna take her to the hot tubs and warm her up. And
Oh, sure. Sure we are.
they have a big pool. We'll just put you in
I
there.
gave all my bathing suits away because I knew I was not going to go to our pool anymore. In fact, you know, always hate to say that I come from the land of 10,000 lakes and I don't know how to swim. Isn't that terrible? Terrible thing to
No.
say.
No, it's more funny than anything, Grandma. Just
Means
the
you didn't
irony.
have enough fun in the water to want to learn.
Because Michael
Or
and
the
I,
water in Minnesota's too cold.
Yeah. Or you can't see your feet.
but Michael and I used to go to different places around Duluth, you know, where it was warmer.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd go in the water, and he was a good swimmer. He'd get under the water and grab my legs, and I said, I'm drowning, I'm drowning, I'm drowning. He said, no, you're not. Yes, I am. Let go. I think all of Duluth heard that. Because I just didn't, well, I don't know if I ever told you why I don't like the water. Well, my girlfriend, Betty, her parents had a gas station across the street from my mom's store. And she and I were very good friends. And she had a sister that took life-saving, and we went out to this Pike Lake.
Mm-hmm.
And she said there was a raft out in the water, and she says, pretend you're drowning, and I'll take you out there. And I said, like a dummy, I said, okay. Well, we were almost there, and she let go of me, and I started to go under. There was 2 men on the raft that saw that. They saved me. If they hadn't saved me, I wouldn't be here to tell you the story.
Were you still friends with her when that was over with? Were you still friends with her when that was over with?
Oh, yes, I was always friends with Betty. And then Betty met this man, Bob Rule, and they got married, and they moved to California. And so one time they came home to Duluth, for vacation, and I came out here with them when they were coming home. And I fell in love with California and went back and told Michael, I'm moving to California. And he says, no, you're not. We're going to get married. And so my sister...
The romantic guy that he was, right?
Yeah. But
no, you were getting married.
yeah, but one thing about him, he never left the house or came in the house without kissing me. Always.
Aw.
He could come home 15 times and I kissed 30. Yeah, he was a lover. A lover boy. Being Italian.
Is that where you got that from?
I think so.
I think so.
My fingers are stuck together. Antipasti, you know.
You probably heard that story 16 times too, but that's okay.
Well, actually, I never heard that one. It lends a lot of light to why he walks in the door and I get a kiss every time. So.
Yes,
Yeah.
And he loved our first son, Greg. Oh, he was in love with that boy.
Yeah.
Even though he had 2 children from before, he thought, almost thought that Greg was God.
Walked on water, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And did his kids live with you too?
Donna did, his daughter Donna.
Mm-hmm.
And when she was living with her mom in Dubu and stepfather,
Mm-hmm.
and she came out to California, and he told me, he says, Donna's in California. I said, oh. And then he says, she's coming to live with us. Oh, I put my foot down. I said, no, she's not. She is not going to live with us. Well, one day I came home from work, and all of her clothes were in the bed. What could I say? What could I do?
I know.
In fact, that's the first and last time I ever saw him cry. Then I would be so adamant about his daughter not living with us. And she worked at the hospital. And so I was glad that she was there, because 3 o'clock in the morning I called her and told her that I was having pain. She says, call the doctor. I said, I'm not going to call him. She says, if you won't, I will. So she did. So she was there, and also our mentor Guthrie, my very dear friend, came, and Mary Brubaker was working at the hospital at that time too.
Mm-hmm.
So I had people around me that I knew when I was going to have a baby. Mm-hmm.
So you called her and told her it was time.
Yes.
Yes.
And she took over.
Good deal.
And then that's the time when I was glad that she was there with us.
Yeah.
But you know, I keep saying I'm a stubborn German. What are you doing back there?
I'm just standing here listening.
Did you get all that jibber jabber?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
I'm gonna keep getting it.
of course, Donna has passed away now. She got married and moved to, I think, the state of either Washington or Oregon. I don't remember which.
Mm-hmm.
And when Mickey, Michael's son, passed away, she was sick and couldn't come for his memorial.
Oh, that's too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
Oh, gosh. Oh, I don't know. You'd have to ask Donna, because she was there too.
Oh, okay. Now, how's Troy related?
Okay, Troy would be my stepson. Troy
Okay.
would be Michael's son.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Mhm.
Yeah. He's very good to you.
Troy?
Yeah. Doesn't he come see you and stuff?
Sorta.
Yeah. Where does he live?
Troy passed away.
Oh, Troy passed away.
Mhm.
Okay.
Donna passed away.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of them passed away. Don't ask me why, what for, because I don't know.
Sometimes
Because,
it's just their time.
you know, Donna was Michael's daughter too. We had 3 Donnas at one time.
You had to keep them all straight, huh?
Yeah, so sometimes it's pretty hard
Mm-hmm.
when my mind won't remember.
I think I would have a hard time keeping them straight.
You want me to come in now?
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready, Grandma. I'm not gonna rush you.
It's getting chilly out here.
If
huh?
you're
Yes,
if you're
it
still
is.
having a good
I
time,
think we better
I
go
think
in.
we're going to go in where it's warmer.
okay.
Okay.
And we'll keep on chopping it up. Take your time. Almost like that chair makes a spring for you. Okay. Right. Put the chair out of the way for you. I'm right behind you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job, Grandma. Especially with your sunglasses on. She styling, profiling. I'll scoot it all the way up. No rush. I'm right here, Grandma. I got you. Some more steps.
Good job.
Great. Oh, now we gotta turn left, Grandma. Gonna go hit the hairpin at the dining room.
Do the what?
We're gonna hit the hairpin at the dining room, because if you don't call it an F1 track, how much fun is it?
Are those mine?
No, those are.
Where's my glasses?
Oh, I got you, Grandma. Do one lap at the hairpin, Grandma, and then
Okay.
we'll go sit you down. Thank you for kicking some names and taking some ass. Right in your front. You want to sit? Good job. Good job. Doing awesome. Yes, you can.
trying to get Lucas in here because he keeps barking at the neighbor's dog. You're doing an awesome job, Grandma. Yeah, no, let him do the thing.
No, I'm gonna, he decided that he's gonna
You're gonna go bark at the dogs.
go running.
This is the most action he's had all day.
I think this goes.
I've been around this twice today.
You have. You've done 2 laps.
Grandma, look how much stronger you've gotten.
Okay, almost there, Grandma. You're a rocket. Make sure. Awesome job. Awesome job. I'm just holding this for you so you can sit on it. You line up. Go where you like. Oh, that's where you can remove that.
She doesn't.
No, I was just draping it over there as a placeholder. Earlier she asked me to move it.
I gotta have that pillow to get
You don't have the pillow with the heating pad?
Yeah, you've got pillows, you got everything. I just took away the heating pad.
You know what my mom says? I know that.
because she, and you do too, do so much for me that I try not to get your attention.
You know what? At this point, you are welcome to be spoiled as much as you want to be spoiled. You've earned it.
I've been spoiled all my life.
Right?
My family spoiled me. My older sister was 12 years older than me, and you would have thought she was my mother. She would spoil me. My dad would spank me and she'd cry.
Listening to Grandma and Auntie Dorothy when they were both in their 90s, as sisters, they would get into it and bicker about childhood petty things, and to hear it was like, this is amazing. This is like the best of the best show ever. Because there was never animosity.
We
No,
loved,
maybe a little bit, because they're sisters,
but we loved each other,
very much.
even though there was a big difference. But you know, after we were all married, and especially at Christmas time, when it was always so cold, we would never, or for New Year's, we would never go out to celebrate. The 6 of us would get together and play poker, and then make,
Just fresh water,
what's
Grandma.
that?
Just water. That's all.
Okay.
You don't want some more soda?
No, thanks.
Bubbly?
You don't want a milkshake?
Beer?
I tried offering her a beer.
No.
They got Bud Light here. I drank the last Mick Ultra.
Okay.
It's the only thing they had, and I was like, I really guess.
But we go to each other's house, and they would make a big dinner,
Yeah, thank you.
and
I feel like I needed some more.
we'd have a break to eat, and then play poker till after midnight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the 6 of us girls, and my oldest sister, like I say, she was 12 years older than me, and poor thing, she had 5 kids. She said that all her husband had to do was put his pants on the bed and she got pregnant. Yeah, she had one, her first son was $5 years younger than me.
Oh, okay.
Her name was Marilyn.
Uh-huh.
I was Evalyn and she was Marilyn.
Did you go play poker this week?
No, it was canceled.
Oh, you know what? Remember, the guys are traveling.
Yes.
Yes.
And I was all ready, had my money out, and I was
Yeah.
And then when I called Tita, she says, it's been canceled. Oh, shoot.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, but hopefully next week they'll be back.
Depending on how long they're traveling for, huh?
Yeah, I don't know where they went. They go different places. Sometimes they go, might even go to San Luis Obispo, and maybe there's someplace there that they park.
Oh,
There's a whole big group of them that travel. So I guess they've been doing that for years.
Oh.
I'm not sure. And this one guy, you know, he barbecued a pig.
Really?
And he invited all of us to go. And Tita, he asked me, he says, would he be able to get a ride? And Tita right away says, I'll take her. And so she and I went, and the whole poker gang went, plus about 50 other people
Wow.
were there. They were at a park, someplace where he lived. And I think everybody brought something, you know, side dishes. And he said, you want something to eat? And I said, not right now. He brings over a plate full of food for me, this man. What's his name? Let me think about it. But I said, I can't eat all that. And so I ate as much as I could, and somebody went and dumped it. And so he said, did you eat it? And I said, yes. He says, no, you didn't. You dumped it in the garbage.
They said I ate most of it. How's that?
His name is Fred, because I had a Fred that sat next to me, too.
Oh,
So we
okay.
had two Freds. Handsome dude, but he was married. I don't know if he has any children.
He was off the table.
Yeah. It's all right though.
But he was always so nice to me. And when people are that nice to you, you know, you kind of like them.
Right. Kind of nice to be around, huh?
Well, everybody's nice to me. I don't have anyone that isn't nice to me. That's why I say, Andrea, I have been blessed with good friends, good neighbors, good family. And when I go to church, after my pastor has said the greeting, I feel I'm the first one who comes over to see.
Well, you're the most important one.
Oh, thank you. I'm not, well, God's the most important.
Oh, that's
Maybe
true.
I'm next to him. Because when I die, I shouldn't say that. Donna doesn't want to hear that. But when I'm gone, I'm sitting right next to Jesus. I know that when Barbara was still alive, she says, how do you know? I know right in here that
Yeah.
I'm going to be right next to Jesus. Not that I'm overly religious, but I believe in God. And I have gone to church ever since I was a baby. My parents would take me. So I'm overly blessed. talking so much I gotta have a drink of water.
Figured out that those with the lids work much better.
They do.
This water tastes so much better than in the hospital.
Does it
You know?
taste better?
Well,
I bet it. I hope it does.
well, one is filtered water and the other's tap water from Santa
Yeah,
Maria.
no, it tasted like there was salt.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
No, the tap water down in Santa Maria.
Tastes like salt.
It's got some saltiness to it.
Oh.
No, because one of the girls told me they have to put something in it because it's not good water at the hospital.
Oh,
So
maybe.
I don't know what they put in it, but it just tastes like salt.
Well, in Hanford, where my sister lives, you can get in the shower and the water smells like rotten eggs.
Oh, really?
It's awful.
You know, that's where Barbara lives. She lives in Hanford,
Mm-hmm.
and she and her husband used to deliver the paper.
Oh, uh-huh.
That's
Yeah.
what she. I never did meet her husband. She got up one morning, and he was laying on the living room floor. He had passed away,
Oh, that's
so I guess he had a heart attack or something. I'm not sure.
And then she moved to Santa Maria as well, huh?
Yes. Why did she move to Santa Maria? I don't know.
Did she have family here?
No,
Hmm.
all her family lived in Fresno area.
Oh,
She has had 2 daughters and 2 sons. And one of the sons left home. Nobody knew where he went.
oh, really?
And one time when Patricia, her daughter, was there, I says, have you heard from your brother? She says, no, don't know where he's at.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess Barbara didn't know either.
Yeah.
He just didn't want any, but then Barbara heard that his wife knew where he was, but she was promised not to tell anyone.
Oh. My mom had a brother that served in Vietnam, and he was never the same after that. And I knew him as a young, I think the last time I saw him, I was probably 12 or 13. And that was the last time we ever saw him.
Hmm.
He was a little bit of a nomad. We never knew living, and back then we didn't have cell phones or anything, right? And so we actually searched for him. We searched by using his social security number to see if maybe he was getting social security checks or anything, and we never found him. Well, I mean, we're sure now that he's probably passed. But yeah, we could never locate him.
That's too bad.
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it?
Yes, very.
I think every family always has one person that they kind of can't keep track of, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I only had one brother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and his name was Vernon Carl Frederick Keenitz.
What was your maiden name?
Keenitz.
Keenitz.
K-I-N-E-T-Z.
Keenitz, okay.
But I think when my dad came from Germany, it was like dotting the 2 U's, Kunitz. But my dad changed it to Keenitz.
Mm-hmm.
And people would call it Kinitz. but that's not it.
Mhm.
It was peanuts. And some people would say, how do you pronounce that?
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
But that's what I went by
Mhm.
until France came along.
Yep. And you've been in France ever since.
Yep. I don't tell everyone this, but I had 3 chances to get married.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And one even gave me an engagement ring.
Why did you choose Michael?
Hmm?
Why did you choose Michael? Or did he choose you?
Well, I guess both ways. My sister Dorothy and her friend Kay and I were in this bar having a drink, and Michael was there. I didn't know him at the time, and he came over and asked Dorothy for a date, and she says, I can't go out with you. And he says, why? She says, I'm married. And her husband was in the service, and he didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
And so she said, why don't you take my sister out? She's single. So we started going together.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay.
And I really didn't love him when I first met him. It just grew on me
Mhm.
because he was so patient with me and so kind.
Mhm.
But we had 3 things against us. 1, he was married. 2, he had 2 children. And 3, he was Catholic. And everybody says, it's not going to last. It's not going to last. Well, it lasted 24 and a half years.
Mhm.
And I'd say to them,
Well, you know what? When people tell you it's not gonna last, it's gonna last because you're gonna make it last, huh?
yes. No, I didn't have to make it last.
Yeah.
It just lasted
It just
automatically.
did, huh? Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we were at a dance, and he had just finished dancing with the principal where I worked, the school I worked at, and I was standing by the bar, and he came over by me, and he was wiping his brow, and he says, I didn't think that dance would ever end. He started to go down, and of course I reached out, but I couldn't hold him.
Right.
And the bartender, we knew everybody in Calexico since he was in business. He reached over the bar, he says, is there a doctor in the house? And so happened that my principal was there. I went over to his table and told him, call an ambulance. He said, for who? I said, Michael. That man jumped out of that chair so fast to make the call.
Mhm.
And an ambulance was right there. And they took me to the Calexico hospital. Or took him to the Calexico hospital. But it was a small hospital. They couldn't do too much for him. So
Mhm.
they took him to El Centro.
On some days, can you remember like that was yesterday?
Oh, I remember.
Mhm.
He lived 2.5 weeks before. And then we had a man in our church that was a doctor. He came out, I was outside, and some other friends were out there with me. And he came out and he says, is that man from San Diego? And I said, no, Ken, that's my husband. And he ran right back in, and then he came out, and he says, I've done everything I can. The people here have done everything they could to save him. And they couldn't. Oh, yes, I think I remember more that happened years ago than what happened yesterday.
Right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Greg and Jerry were still in bed because it was 6:32 at night or in the morning that he passed away. And I went and told him, Daddy's gone. If you don't want to go to school, you don't have to, you can stay home.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry stayed home, but Greg went to school. He was in high school. But that was his choice, if that's what he wanted to do. You know, I was not going to force my boys to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were invited that night to Donna and Nikki's for dinner. And we went over to the mortuary, and the three of us sat in the first pew. And I said, you boys are the Nina family now.
That was a rough day.
Excuse
That's
me.
okay.
I love you, Grandma.
Oh, we all know he loved you so much.
I'm being such a baby, but I can't help it.
That's okay.
And then when we were out at the cemetery and they were putting him in the ground, I got up from my seat and I put my arms around him. Oh, Michael, why did you leave me? And so my dear friend said, I'll take her to the car. But the mortician, Alan Hems, said, no, I'll take her. So he took me to the hearse and let me cry by myself. And this happened over 50 years ago, and I still remember everything.
Yeah. Can feel like it's yesterday sometimes, can't it? It's just so fresh and still feels like it's there at times. I absolutely understand. Lucas, your toy is so noisy.
That's one of Grandma's Christmas plushies
Oh,
that he happened to find and thinks it's now his toy.
I think it is now.
Mind you,
But I
that's the
didn't
second
hear-
one he's found.
I didn't hear what he said.
He said this was your plushie, but Lucas stole it from you.
What? Oh, yes, you know that was in my bedroom on the dresser.
Oh,
And he could go in there and bark and bark and bark.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted it.
He wanted it. Well, it sings whenever he hits a certain spot.
It's not annoying at all.
I kept wondering. He's like, look at him. Hey, I think
Grandma-
that's mine.
Grandma
Look
has
at him, look.
Yeah. Grandma has an affinity for animatronic Christmas things. To the point where Uncle David would buy her one every year,
Oh, really?
and it would drive my dad bonkers.
Well, now
And
Lucas
well,
gets it, so
actually-
we can really keep driving him bonkers.
Let me reiterate. It drove half of us bonkers at least.
That's so funny.
Andrea, if there's anything in my house that you want,
Oh, thank you.
help yourself. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think Donna's going to have someone come, what do you call it, when they come in
An
and
estate
try
sale?
to sell everything.
Oh.
Oh.
mhm.
Anyway, because all my toothpick
Lucas.
holders, I told her give them away. She said, no, we'll try to sell them. There might be somebody that,
That collects them.
yeah.
You never know. Those are good memories.
They come from all over the world.
How many do you have, Grandma?
What?
How many do you have?
At least 90.
Wow. You have seen a lot then, haven't you? Or did people bring them to you too?
Yes,
Little bit
even
of
my
both.
mom, when she went away, I can't remember where she went to, Chicago, I think, and she brought me a couple of toothpick holders.
Dog sucks.
A lot of them have the name on them, but a
Mhm.
lot of them don't. So you just have to kind of guess where it comes from. Where's my toy?
Since I have it here on the towel. Lucas, what are you doing?
Excuse me.
What are you doing, Lucas? Hmm? A little hobble?
He still lamps, poor guy.
Yeah, you got a little hobble going on. How come? Oh, I know, because you just did laps up and down the fence line with the other dogs.
Sometimes when I pet him, he wants me to get underneath here, and he goes way over there, and my
You
arm
can't
won't go that
reach.
far.
Yeah. Well, buddy, if you just put your hand, he would go and like clean up underneath, and he'd make sure that you were touching him.
Yeah.
Huh.
Absolutely.
Oh, this is the wall.
Oh yes, it's like the Plinko game.
That's exactly what it is.
Yes,
Turn it up,
I
will
can
you?
do that.